Hi-ho, Stampers, Deb Valder here, your Fun Stampers Journey Coach. Today I'm going to show you how to do not one, but two fall cards. And they are done with the rainbow technique. I'm going to show you how to do that. They're just a lot of fun. But these are so fast and so much fun that you're going to be able to watch me do two of them in no time flat. So let's start with this card right here. I'm going to be working out of, and I'm going to tell you the date because this is time sensitive. The Journey Holidays catalog will be done at the end of September. It went from July to September 2016. If you want anything that you're seeing today or anything out of this catalog, make sure you get it. Also wanted to let you know, these are going to be ongoing, but we do now have ink pad and re-inker bundles. So you can buy the color families in bundles now for the re-inkers and the ink pads. Another time sensitive thing is for September 1st through 30th, okay, you will be able to get some of our Journey adhesives and our tools. So if there's anything that you want to pick up for Christmas for somebody or for yourself, you know, you can stuff your own stocking, okay, this is a great time to do it because you're going to save 20% off everything that is on these 2 pages. I said yes, 2 pages of items that are going to be on sale. So remember to go and look at it. If you're watching my video between September 1st and September 30th, 2015, you're going to want to get these. So 2016, did I say 15? 16, 2016, okay? So just kind of take a look at it and make sure that you get everything that you want. So let's start on this card. It is super uber easy. I'm going to bring in, let me see, I'm going to show you what I used for my dies, but I'm going to bring in my grid sheet here because we might get a little messy, but not really. Okay, so I am using the Snapshot frames. You know these are one of my favorite frame sets in the back of the book, and I know I say that all the time, but I really mean it, okay? It's an all-occasion kind of die set. So with the love, you have the heart. For fall, you have the leaves, which we are going to use today. You have Boo that goes along with the bat, and you also have Joy that goes along with the little holly and the berries, okay? So I think that's holly and berries. And then you have the frame to go along with it. So you see me use this one an awful lot. If you like it, pick it up now. And then the stamp set is in that mini catalog, so you want to get it by the end of September because that's when it's supposed to be ending. And I love this stamp set. You know, somebody says, you always say you love everything. Well, would I show something I didn't like? No, I always show you the things I absolutely love, 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 and I love this one. All right, these little stamps are so cute and so adorable, and it's fast stamping. I love it. Okay, so here we have our fall card. And the rainbow technique, like I said, looks a lot like the baby wipe technique, but it's not. Our re-inkers are a true fusion ink, okay? So that means that it has pigment ink in it and it has dye-based ink. These are not water soluble. You need our blender solution, our fusion blender, that's what it's called. It's called our fusion blender. You need this to make our inks work, okay? I'm talking about blending them, coloring them, and you've seen me color a lot. And this is what I use. I used the Fusion Blender, all right? So I wanted to show you this little messy one right here because this I did literally 2 days ago and it's still wet. And I want to show you what I mean by that. It dries on your card, okay? But it doesn't really dry on your little baby wipe or your paper towel. So let me just take a piece of cardstock. All right, because I'm making a bunch of these. They are so fast and so much fun. Now, in this stamp set, let me just show you the stamp set again. Do you see every single one of these has, these are all words. These are all separate words. Okay, so there's that word, and then there's this saying, and this saying, and this saying. So what I did was I put them all on one block. And remember, our blocks are awesome, awesome, because everything lines up. All right, all the grids here, it helps you to line up your pieces. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to ink it up. So let's start with the old one because I want to show you that it really does still work on the old one. You know, like after it gets old, all the colors kind of run together, but you just kind of turn it and get it all inked up. Now I always tell them to make sure that the F is inked up because with this one, yeah, that's a good one. So with this one, I always, whoa, I almost dropped it. So I always tell them to make sure the F is inked up because when you're doing the bottom part of it, the top part of it wipes off on this plate right here. So isn't that absolutely gorgeous? Look at all the color in there. Now for this particular one, I want to show you some that I've already done. So this was like at the beginning of the stamping, and then as I went along, it started getting a little bit different. It got a little bit more faded out, but you just add re-inkers in between there. So for this one right here, I thought it was getting too much without the green in it, so I was adding some green to it. So they really do, no two are ever alike. Now let me just show you how I did this, but I wanted to show you that you can use this forever and it really works. So all you do is take this and just throw this one away, and just like a diaper here, and you just throw that one away, and I'm going to grab. Now with the baby wipes, okay, you want to make sure that they're dry. So if you're going to do this technique, just buy a box of baby wipes, open them up, and just let them dry out. All right, I'm going to actually do a second one, so I need to open this up again. If I can, there we go. And I want a second one in here, so I need to go grab some more baby wipes. But here is, I'm just going to use 2 of them, okay? So it gives me a nice cushion for my my stamp pad. All right. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take the Fusion blender, and you're just going to squirt some of the Fusion blender on here. All right, and that's going to make your baby wipe or your paper towel wet. All right. So there's that. And now basically you just add your color to it, and it just kind of disperses. The nice thing about this one, and this is why you can use it over and over again, because of the kind of ink that it is, you can, it stays kind of where it is. It doesn't like just ooze out. Okay, so I'm going to start with my lighter color, and remember, you want to make sure that they're all shook up, because they're like oil and vinegar. You know, we have 2 different kinds of ink in here. You have craft ink and you have pigment ink in here, or you have pigment ink in here and you have dye-based ink in here, and the 2 of them don't, they separate. So you want to just be very careful. So this is just pineapple smoothie, and I'm just putting some ink on here for that color, and I am going to change up the colors just a little bit than the one that I did before. This one happens to be raspberry berry, so this one's going to look a little bit different than the one I did before. Okay, now remember, you don't want to put as much of the darker color on as you do of the lighter colors. Okay, I don't know, I don't. All right, and this one is pumpkin bread, one of my favorite colors. It's an orange color, but it's a dark orange color. It's just, I love the color. Alrighty. So after, you know, a few uses, and after a day or so, and if you still got this out, they will spread out a little bit, so you can see them spreading, but it's not like if this was a water base and they just ooze and you have to hurry up and do it. You don't have to with this. And this is my green. This one I'm going to use the green olive, which is different than on the other one, so I'm anxious to see how, if it's too dark, okay? But I wanted to use the ribbon on my next card, so that's why I use this one. Now you'll see that this one isn't totally spread out yet, but that's okay, because I'm going to show you how you can get it so it's all inked up. And remember, I was telling you about the F. If I did it just like this, because of the way this plastic plate is, you're not getting the F inked up. So I want you to just kind of go up and down, all right, up and down, and just turn it. And see, it's actually spreading it apart. And I'm going to put that aside. Let me grab my piece of paper, and I'm just going to put this down close to the bottom. We've been using this in class for the last 3 days, so my block is a little bit messy, but they were having a blast doing this. Look at the colors in that. Just absolutely look at the colors. So now, you know, because we've got color on here, you would think that the colors would get all muddy, but let me grab another piece of paper and show you. Just make sure your F is done. It is. I'm going to move that out of the way, and I'm going to stamp it down. And after I get done with my video, I'm literally going to go and make even more cards, because this is such an easy card. Such an easy card. Isn't that awesome? Awesome. Okay, so now I don't know why I do that. I'm gonna finish this card, but I want to show you my next card and how I did that one, since I have the ink and I have the stamp out. So this is a card that I did with this same stamp set up. All right, I just took, and that's why I have my grid paper down here, because I'm going to make a little bit of a mess on the grid paper. So I'm going to take my stamp pad and my fake stamp pad here. I'm going to ink it up like I said before. All right, here we are. And I'm going to take it, I'm going to just stamp randomly anywhere. All right, so I'll stamp right here in the corner. And then, awesome. Okay, and then I'm going to ink it up again, and I think I'll stamp it this way. And that's what the beauty of the grid lines are, is because my grid lines are making everything straight for me. Ink it up again. I'm going to stamp it down here. I'm actually making my own wallpaper. Cool beans. All right, and then this one over here, I'm going to make it go this way. All right, and the reason it lined up so nicely is because I lined up my grid lines. That's the beauty of these blocks. And guess what? These blocks are on sale until the end of September. September 30th, 2016. I can't stress it enough. Now, I wanted to show you on here, I'm thinking that there's a lot of the reds, but I don't see a lot of green. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to add a little bit more green and see what comes out. All right? So I'm going to add a little bit more green. And take a scrap piece of paper, not scrap, this is actually going to be one of my cards, and ink it up. Okay, and see what comes up. I love this because you never know what is going to happen. Okay, and I'm using buttercream because you know it is fall. And I'm using, oh, look at that. Oh, I love it. Okay, so I am not putting this puppy to bed. I'm going to be making more and more cards for my downline, for my first level downline. So awesome. All right, so let's finish up 2 of the cards. So I'm not going to do that one. I'm not going to finish that one up. Let's go back to this original one. And then I'll show you how to put, I'm going to do this one because I love the colors in this one. Okay, so what we're going to do next is to take our strips of paper, which are right here. All right, I'm going to take 2 pumpkin bread strips, and I'm going to take just one of my, let's see, here it is. Take one of these. I'm going to grab my Easy Glide, and I'm just going to take and put it on the back end of this right here. All right. And then I'm going to put it on the back end of, all right, so this is the right side, so I'm going to put it on the side where the F is, okay? So I'm going to lay that there. And now all I'm going to do is to add a little strip right here. All right, nice and even, beautiful. Oh my goodness, look at those colors. I just love this. All right, and then we're going to take and put this one right here. Okay. And now from that same stamp set with all the sayings, all right, let me just line that up. Okay, let me grab my self-sharpening non-stick scissors. These are the only ones that aren't on sale. The big ones are on sale, both sets. So this one is on sale and this one's on sale. These are the craft ones, okay, and these are the Grand Pro. Those are both on sale. But the little guys aren't, all right, so the ones I just used. All right, so I have these 2 pieces just like that, okay? Now what I need to do is to stamp my background right here. So I'm going to grab my card base, okay, and this is not rocket science, okay, so we don't need to know exactly where it's going to go. We're just going to eyeball it, okay, right down here. So I'm going to grab just any stamp from that stamp set. Remember, we're doing this little guy right here. So I'm just grabbing these little leaves right here, and I'm going to start, I'll just start out with my, let me see, I think I'll start out with my little guy right here, okay. Nah, I'm going to start out, sorry, I'm going to start out with my raspberry. I like to go bigger to smaller. So I'm going to start out with this one right here and just randomly stamp it a couple times. So how about right here, right here. And you see I'm just kind of altering it which way it goes. So I'm done with my raspberry berry. Let me go to, let's see, I think we'll do pumpkin bread next, and because that is my next biggest one. And I'm going to, let's see, I'll do one here, and see I'm overlapping them. This is kind of collage stamping right there, okay. And then I'm going to go with, let me see, I think I will do, now if I was doing all my cards at the same time, I would do all of one color, then move those aside, and then do all of the next color, and move those aside. Okay, so I'm going to do this one with the pineapple smoothie. All right, just randomly stamping to get the color into the picture. All right, and I think I'll do one down here. Alrighty, so there's the pineapple smoothie, and last but not least, we're going to do the little guy with the green olive. Alright, and where's my little guy gone to? Oh, little stamp, where are you? Here you are. Okay, so here's my little stamp, and we'll do one right up here. Whoa. Okay, one right here. And I don't know how much of each one of these is going to show, but we'll see. Alrighty, so now what we want to do is to get our adhesives. All right, so these are my Journey. These are not on sale either, but we're going to take and use our Journey foam squares. All right, and I'm going to put one there, one in the middle, and then one there, there, and there. And the way I cut these, I mean, you can cut them any way that you want, but the way I cut these is so that I could have a little dimension on the side, and I'll show you what I mean by that. All right, so let's just take these off right here. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just leave a little bit of line right there on the side. This is 5.5 inches, just like the card base, so I want to line up the top and the bottom, and then just leave a little space right there. And these Journey foam squares are just the perfect size, absolutely perfect size, height-wise for this. It gives you enough dimension, but it's not too tall. You know, it works out really, really well. All right, and then I'm going to take and add this one right over here. You see how not stressing over where that has to go, it just kind of falls into place. Just eyeball it and you're good to go. And you see I left a little bit of my base showing right here. And then the last thing that we have to do is I cut out 2 of the leaves, and those are from, let me show you one more time, our little Snapshot frames, and that's this one. I love all the detail in this little leaf right here. The detail is unbelievable. So I'm just going to take the 2 of these. Now this one, all I did was, I did one, but I just love this so much. I cut one out of the green olive, and then I cut one out of the pumpkin bread. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and use my mini glue dot, okay, and put one right here on this. So I glue the 2 of these together, all right, just like that. And then I'm going to take and put one of our little foam squares on the back end of this. That's all you need is just, well, you know what, maybe I will do just one because it is big. Let's do one right here, okay. So this is the front, this is the back. You can feel the difference between the front and the back of these two, all right? And that's gonna go right there. Isn't that gorgeous? I love, absolutely love this card. It's such a nice looking card. Okay, so that's the difference. And see how every single one of them looks different? Every single one of them looks so different because when you're stamping this, you never stamp in the same spot. So just love them, absolutely love them. Okay, so let me just show you real quick how to finish this card up. So I'm going to grab my, what did I do with it? Here it is. I'm going to grab my piece that I already stamped, and you know how we just did that in little blocks, okay? I'm going to add it to my, pumpkin bread. But you know what? I didn't cut out the middle of it, and I never do that without cutting out the middle of it, so I'm going to do that right now. All right, I can do that with one of my dies, or because I don't have my dies up here, I'm just going to take it, I'm going to cut it out right here. So I'm going to go down to 1/2 inch. I'm going to stop at 1/2 inch. I'm going to turn it. I just bring this over to 1/2 inch. I go down 1/2 inch right here, and it all lines up beautifully. And then I'm going to stop at 1/2 inch, which is for this one about right there. It doesn't have to be perfect because the inside is going to be scrap paper for me. All right, this piece on the inside is going to be scrap paper, so it doesn't even have to be beautiful. All right, and then I'm just going to do that again over here. I don't know if I went down far enough on that one, but it doesn't matter. I can just take my little set of scissors and trim it off. All right, and yeah, that was the one side. So that is how I cut out the middle so that I don't waste any paper if I'm not using my frames to do it. All right, and then I'm just gonna, I just didn't go down far enough on this one. All right, so there's my scrap paper. I can use this for leaves. Yay! I have them for the rest of my cards. So I'm gonna take this and I'm going to just put some Easy Glide on the ends of this one. All right, that's gonna go right here. And then I'm gonna get out my green olive ribbon and attach that. which is right here. Okay, and let's see, we're going to do it this way so that I know how much ribbon to do this. And I'm just going to take and let me grab my Grand Pros. These are on sale. Remember, 2016, September. Make sure you get them before they're gone. Grand Pro shears. All right, 20% off. You can't beat it. You know, they're great Christmas gifts, and whether you really like to hear this, you do definitely want to start thinking about Christmas, because it's less than, I think it's less than 100 days now. So make sure you're starting to think about it, okay? The countdown has begun. As a crafter, you know that. And all I'm doing is just making my ribbon nice and flat and beautiful, just like the one that's right here. I'm going to just trim off the ends one more time. Okay, just like that. And now we're ready to use more Journey foam squares. One in the corner, one in the corner. And then I'm just going to put one right here in the middle. And I don't even need to take that off, the little sticky thing off the middle one, because it's not there to help anchor it. It's just there to help this not cave in. Does that make sense? I hope I said that right. Okay, and then let me grab my card base right here. And there is my card. Oh no, I'm not done yet. I forgot I have my bling to put on here. Okay, so that is my card base, but look at, I've got all this awesome bling to put on here. So I have two more. I did have two more. Oh no, where did my little set of leaves go? Okay, let's see. Oh, there they are. Okay, I got two more sets of leaves, and I need my Journey thread right here. This is the oatmeal, and I'm just going to take and wrap it around my fingers about 3 times. That should be enough. All right, and then just open it up like that. Okay, just like that. Just open it up, and we're going to grab. Whoops! I should have done this before. Okay, so this is the right side. This is the wrong side. Alrighty, so we're going to do this. Yeah, I'll put the green one. Now put the green one on the bottom. Okay, whoops, that's the right side, so. Alright, so that's going to go on the bottom. That's going to go on there like that. And then this right here, we're going to take our Journey foam square. Here we go. Put our Journey foam square on there. I'm getting this right, I promise. Alright, and then we're just going to take and I'm going to show you an easier way to do this, okay? So you measure it by your fingers, but then you wrap it like this, okay? I'm just making some little circles onto, onto my little Journey foam square right here. All right, and then just trim that one off. There we go. I like to offset them just a little bit. We're almost done, I promise, I promise, I promise, okay? And then that, oh my goodness, I don't want to cover up that fall, so maybe I'll put it right there, okay? And there is our cards. So here's these 2 cards. Let's get this out of the way so we can make it look good, okay? So here's these 2 cards right here, and then here's the 2 cards that we just, the one I did previous and the one I just did. Look at the difference in the colors. I changed up the colors for these 2, and these were the original ones right here. You see the difference in the colors? Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Well, I hope you enjoyed my post. If you have any questions, you let me know. Take care, and you have a great day.